Hey guys, it's Pankaj Durole, and in this video we will learn about the actual hardware parts of computer. Computer hardware devices are classified into 4 different categories such as input devices, processing devices, output devices, memory and storage devices. What does the input devices do? That part we will going to see now. See, this is the monitor appearing in front of you, works as the output device. So this is the keyboard and mouse. They are working as the input devices. And this is the central processing unit. And this central processing unit is working as a brain of a computer system. Now we will going to open this CPU and we will going to understand all the components of the CPU. So as far as the input devices are concerned, right, these input devices are mostly used to recognize the input that are given by the users for solving their problems. Input devices can be different types such as text, images, audio, video. With the help of these components, they transfer the data from input device to the computer. See, there are various input devices and we will take some examples like mouse, right? So mouse works as the input device, right? Now with the help of mouse of a computer, it can be controlled with the help of cursor, right? And it selects all the types of text files icon on our computer screen. And there are various another input devices also. They are trackball. In the trackball, one small movable ball, right? It is placed on the surface, and using this ball, it can be moved in any direction on the computer screen. For the old mouse, you might have observed on the background side there was a trackball. Now for this mouse it is not there, but for the old mouse there was a trackball. Now touchpad, as you have in your laptops, right? Pointing stick device shapes the shape same as the pencil eraser, that is placed in between G, H and B key on the keyboard, right? Touch screen, so touch screen as you have in your mobile and even on your laptop screen. See guys, now we will talk about the output devices. See, output devices as a monitor in front of you, it is the output device. Now output devices received the processed information from processing components and finally produce them into various forms such as text, audio, video. These output devices might be connected with the computer via wireless or wired media, right? So the examples of output devices are monitor, right? So monitor is used for showing the output in a visual shape, right? Printer, so printer prints the information as it is output device. Projector, for projecting the computer screen data on the surface object such as wall or whiteboard, the projectors are used. See guys, now we will talk about the storage devices. See, using storage devices, right, all the data, files and object can be sorted, right? Porting and extracting can be done. The information can be stored temporarily or permanently, right? And these storage devices may be internal or external. Now this is the view of CPU, right? Inside CPU all the components are visible, so we will see them in detail, right? Now we will talk about the primary storage device. See, this is the primary storage device. This is called as RAM, right? It is volatile storage, right? And RAM is inserted inside this slot, right? So from this slot, right, I have just taken it out to show to you people, right? Now there is also a cache memory which works as an interface between processor and the RAM, right? And there are also secondary storage devices, right? So secondary storage devices are they are basically used to store a lot of information and they are slow in terms of fetching the data, so primary storages are used. So the secondary storage devices are in your computer. You have a hard disk, right? So here is the hard disk, right? I am taking it is out, right? So you can observe this is the hard disk, right? Right. So I am now inserting inside this block which is available, right? Apart from that, there are some secondary storage devices also. They are floppy disk, CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, right? Now what we will do, we will go inside the CPU and study all its component in detail. Now this is the backside view of a central processing unit, right? Now you can observe here, these ports are used basically for the headphones that you use, right? These are the USB ports. This is the LAN port, right? And because of that, we can connect a LAN cable, right? That is with the help of RJ45 connector to the computer. Now these are the ports which are available for connecting the. So these ports are used for giving the command to monitor, right? So this is the female and this is the male connector, and this connector is used for connection with dot matrix printer, right? These are the ports for connecting, these are PS2 ports. They are used for connecting your keyboard and mouse. Nowadays your keyboard and mouse are coming as a USB ports, so they can be inserted over here, right? And now this is the power supply which is to be given to computer system. This is the fan for SMPS, right? So this is the fan for SMPS. So SMPS looks like this. This is the box, right? This is known as switch mode power supply. Now SMPS is basically gives the power supply to motherboard and hard disk. So this bracket, it is for having a fan to a complete computer, right? As of now I am not using with this computer. Now this is the very important part of any computer, right? And called as a central processing unit. So in central processing unit, the important thing is system bus, right? So system bus, it is a combination of address bus, data bus and control bus. So now you might have observed here, right? So these cables, right, are considered as a system bus. They are actually group of wires when we actually look at them. So they are carrying the information like address, data and control, right? Now the most important part is processor. Now this is the fan, guys, right? So this fan, it is for cooling to processor, right? So yes. Now the processor is there behind this particular fan, right? Now what we are observing here, so this is the motherboard. This is a complete motherboard, right? This is the graphics card slot, right? This is the network interface card slot. These are the slots for RAM, right? And what is a motherboard basically? It is the group of ICs, right? Integrated circuits. So you can observe here a lot of ICs are there, right? And all those ICs are helping us in doing all our operations. Thanks for watching this video, and with the help of this video we have taken the actual look at the computer components, right? Thanks for watching.